Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. I knew it was something of the night. I'm Mysterious JG. We're going to buy some panaceas. And we're going to get on with smashing everybody's shit.
Remember, not to rely too heavily on the shards.
I think that ship has sailed, lady.
What are you looking to buy?
Now, panaceas are expensive. I don't want to be buying shit tons of them.
Right? Thank you.
Because our money's already almost out now.
Come back anytime.
Come back and try again later.
Are you eating properly? What are we transmuting this time?
I'll go with this. I'll go with this.
All right. Ooh, now we've got a...
I like it.
He likes it. We've got a passive skill shard there. Pickpocket, I need to go get more Queen's Tears. Apparently I need to grind for those. There's a couple of things that need it. Optimizer, Thunderbird Plume. Okay. Words of Wisdom, Sinister Heart. I mean, I guess there's no reason not to start inching these towards level 9. Augment Mind. Well, we can get the second tier of its upgrades going. We can get it up to level 7 before it switches to something else. Most likely.
I'll go with this.
Yeah. And, yeah, there's fiends, wherever they are, we haven't got to them yet. Kick expertise, let's buy a couple of Kung Fu shoes, unless I can craft them. From Houndskins? Sure.
I'll go with this.
Maybe we'll even get a bonus one. Yeah, we got a bunch of bonus ones. I should have just crafted one, actually. Because we're not going to need those extra Kung Fu shoes, but didn't hurt anything, really. We certainly had enough Houndskins. We've killed Sandor Clegane enough times that we don't need to worry about it.
I'll go with this.
Now, Lethal Boots, the preferred boots of Lethal Feline. Pickpocket. Yeah. One more Queen's Tears, and I could have a passive pickpocket shard, which I really enjoy. The idea that I'm just picking up little bits of extra cash here and there because we're going to need it. Culverin is still not a thing. Lethal Boots. Can we craft lethal boots? It doesn't look like we can. So let's see what we are missing. Oh, we can craft these now.
I'll go with this.
Yes, I was okay, excellent. Really, really hoping to get some bonuses for that. There's a couple of free ones. Blood Grinder. A cruel and bloody sword of death, merciless upon the flesh. Super badass, scary monster boots. Because that will give us firearm expertise, and will actually allow us to max it out, so that it'll be a passive.
I'll go with this.
I don't know if
all done.
I don't know if having a passive weapon one. It means if I equip that weapon, I get passive boosts to it, even if I don't use my passive, because it's a skill shard, so I'll get some boost even if I don't use my skill shard slot for firearms. Now, if I do use the skill shard slot for firearms, do I get an even bigger boost because I also have a skill shard? I don't know. But it means I can go around using a gun and have something else like, resist something going. So let's
pace yourself out there.
So, and you've just seen with the alchemical bounty, every so often it really helps you out. Like, I got a couple of free boots there, which now I can just sell for cash. So, in theory, it's a good way to make money. Take some common ingredient you got plenty of, make something out of it, get extra returns.
What are you looking to buy?
By, lethal boots are expensive. Let's not worry about it right now. We'll come back for it when we've got more money to spend.
Thank you.
I would just like to pose for another photo. I don't think my driver's license. And just before the little fairy could settle on my shoulder, I popped up.
Hi, Miri. So,
What up, Miriam? You're the man now, dog. Double jump with fairy wings. Eventually I can do more with that, I guess. Oh, invincibility at the moment of second jump. It's probably useful in some situations. Lethal boots, holy water. Yeah, that's right. I could work on this one.
I'll go with this. I'll go with this. I'll go with this. I'll go with this. I'll go with this.
If it's just holy water the whole time, I'm fine with that, actually.
I'll go with this.
And sometimes it is. Like for these... Sometimes they just make it the... Yeah, it's a lot of halite. I'm better off just buying it. How many more levels of that do I need? 2. Oh, but now it's holy water and panacea. Okay. 2 holy waters, 2 panaceas. And that'll really put a crimp in our money. But we'll have constant petrification resistance. Got some fairly good money drops there.
Hello.
Hello, we had a
What are you looking
Romans.
to buy? Is this right? Then we have a deal. Is this right? Many thanks. Thank you.
Pleased to meet you. Thank you. I think that's something from like Sailor Moon
Hi, Miri.
subtitled
What are we transmuting this time?
edition. I don't know. Resist curse. Let's max this out so we'll have that as a passive.
I'll go
I
with
am
this.
always happy when I get a new passive, or skill shard rather.
Ooh, I like it.
Ooh, man, I'm all tingly. Okay, and we can kick expertise. We're not going to be able to get it to 9 because it'll be 3 lethal boots. We'll get it from rank 4 to 7, and then something else will pop up. And since lethal boots are the best boots I can even find in the shop, whatever the next level of boots are, we don't have them. So,
I'll go with this.
and I'm thinking Sinister Heart is probably the drop of whatever
I'll go
gave
with
me
this.
Words of Wisdom, which was that demon-looking guy.
I'll go with this.
And it now requires a demon art. Okay.
I'll go with this. I'll go with this.
Optimizer's a good one too. Weapon attack speed, so I think that affects all weapons.
I'll go with this.
And I'm assuming... Oh. Interesting. We actually have a flight feather.
I'll
A
go
single
with
flight
this.
feather. But now pickpocket, I need another queen tier. And lethal boots. Okay.
Promise you'll stop Gebel.
Yeah, I might in fact be doing it during this very video. So let's go to Greatsword Expertise. It's, I guess we'll keep the Caraboose. But yeah, I think in this video we may be taking on Gebel. But again, for the bad end, because we haven't fully explored the castle, found all the secret plot stuff, which reveals why he's turned evil in the first place. That we need that to get the good end. You're probably ready for more farming seeds, right?
I finished the harvest.
Yeah. So we got more
Yeah, the
rice.
plant's up.
Can you plant this?
I don't know that we'll ever need all the stuff that we're giving this guy, but just because I'm a cheapskate, we're gonna go find the blue chest that always gives you more seeds. which is back here. Oh, you know what, though? The more of this nonsense I do, the less likely we are to fight Gebel in this video. Might be branching into next time. But yeah, this... No, we don't want to go down here. That actually won't take us where we're going to go. But yeah, we might... there's definitely places we couldn't get to here, and we might be able to get to them now using the lasertron here. Well, here's the guys I kill if I want more halite, so I can use like 10 halite per casting to get some resource. I don't even remember what it was, other than thinking like 10 halite or 5 halites. I think it was. Oh, I got the wrong. I got acid jet instead of lasertron here. All right, so we get the reflector array, aka lasertron, equipped, and there we go. And that gets me to this non-mimic pirate hat. Really? Didn't we already have a pirate hat? The fuck, game? Okay. Well, I mean, map exploration, I guess, but we're not even at 50% yet. We are very, very close to getting the bad ending, and we're not even at 50% yet. There is quite a bit to explore in this game. But, I'm a little surprised at how crappy that reward was. It may be if I was better at the double jump. Like, it might be that I was just barely missing it, and it was already possible before now. But it feels like we've had a pirate hat for a long time. As a matter of fact, other than the fact that the feather crown doesn't interfere with her look that much, well, it is a better item. Oh, we gotta... Yeah, we should be using this. Takes our attack down a little bit. But it's good for our resistances. Oh, look, we're all pretty now. A little butterfly thingy. But if we were wearing a pirate hat... Arr! Yeah, it kind of looks silly in the close-ups. It looks silly. In the action gameplay, you just don't really notice that much. Is this the one? Yes, okay. Since we're here, I'm going to see if there's one last bit of treasure. Although, again, there's an ultimate movement technique, which allows you to just move horizontally or vertically, like as far as you could possibly want to go. And that will probably... That may be the one. No, I think we can actually do this. I think this is positioned so we can get up there. Yep. And we got this... Anything over there? Really? And we got a plunderer's ring. And we got a pickpocket's ring. What does a plunderer's ring do? If it increases equipment drop rates, yes, please. Rate of item drops. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. I probably should have put off some of the farming I've done until I had that. Mostly I've done farming for crystals, though. I don't think I actually got hit by that, but it looked like I did. And it looks like I just jumped right into a big old fireball. Fire crushable! So my brother, B to the V, has been watching a lot more series recently because he's just got a little bit more spare time. I don't think he's watching this one. He might actually plan to do his own run of this game eventually, whether or not it's recorded for the interwebs. He's I'm enjoying this game a lot, but he's a bigger Metroidvania fan than I am, and I like Metroidvania games. But he is a Metroidvania devotee. Although actually, I don't know that he's ever played any of the the actual Metroid games in the Metroidvania archetype. I think he mostly enjoys the Castlevania ones. Although Castlevania once followed Konami, which went with Sony eventually, whereas I guess it appeared on multiple systems before it died, whereas Metroid has always been like there was probably an N64 Metroid game. I'm sure there was, like, the Wii and the Wii U have had Metroid titles. So, like, if you were not interested in buying a system where 9 out of 10 games were either Mario or Pokemon, Metroid was one of the things that, like, you probably would have enjoyed on that system if you bought that system, but you were never going to buy that system. But he's got a Wii, so what the hell am I talking about? I'm apparently just willfully putting off getting back to the Halls of Termination, which they don't look the same. It's not like an outdoor tower that's elevated above the castle in the way of the classic Dracula's Lair of Castlevania. But as far as, like, where it is on the map, yeah, I think I'll check it again when we get here. The Halls of Termination, I think, are, like, like the highest part of the castle. Some of what we have left to explore, some of it's down here. Like, I don't remember exactly how we go about it. We've got this whole underground section. I think there's, like, a section here we haven't explored that makes up a lot. But I think the actual tippity top of the physical tower or castle is going to be Gebel's chamber. I think that's how it worked. But seeing as I think we're about to get to that battle, I don't remember if he's susceptible to acid, but it's doing some pretty fine damage when you're just using it for that. Like, it's not that it does huge amounts of damage per hit, but it's a DPS thing. It's like little tick damage that is constantly being dealt until you run out of MPs. It ends up being pretty damn good. We had to know there's a way to get to capacity max. Capacity max. Now I'm going to have to save so I get capacity max. Like, I don't want to lose capacity max, you know? Sickle Moon. Close the distance and slash upwards. Yeah, for all of my grinding for crystals, like, this game gives you shit tons of technique that I don't bother to learn. Parry. Deflect physical attacks with the Blood Gang. I wonder if those would be useful against him. MP Max, MP Max. I'm dancing and I'm dancing for the MP Max. The hell was that sound? Oh, it's the sword. It's this weird steampunk sword. Crap. Let's explore up. I think that is the way to Gebel. Gebel. Fairy dust. I think we were looking for more of those.
Ow! Take this! This looks suspicious.
Okay. Are you the same enemy that dropped the kick thingy? Oh, Graham, I've been looking for that. We need that for leveling up sword expertise, although I need to be able to get more than one, so hopefully now we can figure out how to... Celeste key. So that'll get us to one of the optional boss fights, I think. MP Max, MP Max. I'm really just happy to get MP Max and HP Max. HP Max. I continue to be happy with my HP Max. Boy, the secrets just don't want to end up here, do they? Oh, this is the game with the secret 8-bit zone. Okay, well, I'll tell you what, let's, I've been talking about the bad end, and I'm really risking not getting it in this video. Oh, that's a nice dodge on the horse's part. Hellhorse mane, hellhorse hoof, wool. Is that normal wool or some kind of strange wool? But we might come back on the next video to check out, just stare at handsome boy. Heir apparent 9. Got 50 gold from you, bitch. That's why I murdered you. Okay. So we'll save because we got a bunch of extra bonus stuff that I don't want to have to go pick back up. And now, as promised, we will actually go in and see if we can get the bad end. Because I'm about 95% sure that at the top of those stairs in this room over here is the boss fight that you can get with Gebel before you figured out the reason that he's turned evil and therefore can, you know, have additional plot dialogue about fixing whatever. And there's always lots of secrets to be hidden in the final zone before Dracula himself, you know? Okay. Don't know if there would be more secrets to get over here if I had better mobility. Like really, really top corner of this room. There might be something hidden up there. But, for now. Let's get a little dialogue, a little plot going here.
What took you so long? Well, now that you've tasted the power of so many shards, I presume you're ready to join me.
Well, what took me so long was grinding for all those shards, actually. I mean, there's a lot of off-screening went on, Gebel.
You presume wrongly.
Oh, I forgot she's got the butterfly thing and the goofy glasses.
Nothing else.
Oh, I'm here to spread peace and love, man. I know they call me a long-haired hippie. Laugh when the music is funny, and you can't tell the boys from the girls.
What promise?
Well, you know, I promise.
You really have forgotten then?
Yep.
I swore to you that I would stop you if your Shardbinder power ever manifested itself against your will. You made the same oath to me.
Oh, well, I release you from that promise.
Please. You think I wield this power unwillingly?
Tell her, evil spirit that's clearly controlling me.
I do. I've known it since our meeting on the galleon. But there was a moment when I saw a flicker of the real Gebel beneath all that hate.
They call him Flicker, Flicker, beautiful dolphin.
Fool! I've had enough. If you want to stop me, you'll have to do it by force.
If you think I'm sexy and you won't stop
Next
me.
time, obey.
No, I hope I can remember how to do all my stuff.
Vaiska! I have.
Oh, he's got like a choke slam move. I think I got this. Yep. I mean, I was able to get away with being sloppy because I could tell how many hit points he had left. But poison, yeah, that poison, like for enemies that aren't immune, they still take damage from it. The poison doesn't seem to do much damage to the bosses, but just that non-stop spraying poison acid in their face seems to be pretty damn effective against most of these bosses. Forgive me, Gebel.
You did the right thing, Miriam.
wasting time getting the good ending really wasn't worth it.
Thank you.
And he melts away, which makes sense, because most of that damage was done by acid spray. Although in the end, it was just repeatedly slicing him with a greatsword.
Is it over?
And I'm wearing this outfit in the end.
We did what we came here to do. We stopped Gebel.
Now we can go to a country that isn't so oppressively evil-looking with its red murder sky.
But the castle is still there. The demons.
Okay, yeah. I guess we thought the castle and demons would go away.
Yes, but Dominique and the church can take it from here.
You think so? I have a bad feeling about all of this.
Alright, thanks, Han Solo.
What would you have us do? It's out of our hands now.
No, we could go in and kill the demons. I guess we could continue to explore sections of castle we haven't been to yet.
Perhaps, but...
Perhaps reading is fuzzy. So yeah, they pretty much just tell you game over, you suck. I mean, it doesn't literally say bad end, but it's pretty clear that's the bad end. 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 Yeah, so at the end, defeating Gebel doesn't remove the castle or the demons as you thought it would. And the other thing about that ending is we can turn it back over to the church and Dominique. Not Dominique specifically, but we know the church was, as we're reading these journals, and we don't know exactly whose journals they are. They could be Dominique's journals. They could be the journals of Gebel's boss. It's pretty obvious from the bad end that Gebel is still on your side. Not Gebel, Johannes. Like, if you're looking for a big twist ending where Johannes turns evil, I kind of had that in mind as a possibility playing the game the first time, and I know I'm spoiling it, but no, the bad ending makes it pretty clear. He's on your side. He's still good. Dominique could turn out to be bad, and then we also know that, like, openly bad right now is her, quote, father figure, who was Johannes' master that Johannes apprenticed under. I forget his name. Those are kind of the only two named characters that are bouncing around, and Zangetsu, I guess. They're kind of the named characters bouncing around. But they're both associated with the church, and at any moment a new villain could pop out who's like a church-based villain, because we know from these transcripts we've been reading that the church was involved with bringing in children to be experimented on with demonic crystals. It's not clear if this is the church's goal, but the person writing these notes up appeared to have been working with the church trying to summon Baal. So when I say Teacher Guy and Dominique are the only named characters, I'm just thinking of people who, like, this is my thought process playing the game for the first time. I obviously know the ending now. It's like, who's writing these journals? Is it going to be a new character, or is it going to be one of those two? Either way, turning things over to the church seems like just not good, because it's pretty clear in this game the church are super suspect and entirely to blame. I mean, they summoned demons because they were worried about the Industrial Revolution. We kind of already know that. Anyway, that's the bad end. When we come back next time, I'm glad I did that. I'm glad I didn't pursue where I knew we were supposed to go using this new blood soak power. Because that's one of the times in the game where I didn't have to look for help when I had a new mobility. Like, I couldn't figure out the freaking subway thing. I needed help. It didn't occur to me to go talk to the vampire librarian who gives you the first clues. There's one or two other points where I got a bit stuck. But this one I kind of knew where to go next, and you may or may not have figured it out yourself. But I'm glad I didn't go straight there. I'm glad I didn't realize this was our first chance with the laser bouncy technique. That's the ultimate mobility technique you finally need to get access to the bad end. So I'm glad we got the bad end about as early as we could. When we come back next time, since that's obviously the bad end, Gebel recovers himself enough at the end to thank you for stopping him, but it pretty apparent stopping him didn't actually stop the problem. It's a little disappointing as a bad end goes, in that, I don't know, it's an end. Like, I don't know what I'm expecting. Like, you to go play the second half of the game having killed Gebel without understanding what's happening and, like, get some different ending. Like, no, it's bad end goes, it's fine. It makes it pretty clear to you that it's the bad end. And the way saves work in this game doesn't have auto-saving. But if you're, presumably, you saved at some point before you fought what you thought was the final boss. So, it doesn't punish you and make you go back and start the game from the beginning to see the bad end. But we've seen it. Gebel briefly recovers himself enough to thank you for doing what was right. But it turns out it wasn't right. What is right? What can we actually do to get rid of the demons in this castle? It's not clear yet. But the only way to find the answers is to continue exploring. Not Castlevania. I kind of wish the castle had a name. That would help a bit. But it doesn't. And yet we continue on. When we come back next time, maybe we'll do the 8-bit secret, because I think we found it. I think we found that glowing bookshelf in that secret hidden area. I think that's the way to get to the 8-bit level. So we'll try that out next time. See you then.